Hi, you're watching Around the Towns. I'm your host, Dan Murphy. This episode, I spoke to Chief Thompson about a fundraising initiative to raise money for cancer research that the Sherborn Police is putting on, as well as Jen Ziskin, the owner of the Heritage Restaurant in Sherborn, about an art exhibition that is going on at the restaurant. So without further ado, let's look at my interview with Chief Thompson. Hi, I'm here with Chief Thompson of the Sherborn Police Department, and we are here to talk about some fundraising you've been up to.
We are.
So what exactly have you been doing?
So my officers have been actively seeking some donations from residents for our cancer awareness program. I initiated a cancer awareness program a few months ago. Thankfully, I've got a contact with Bob Ward at Fox 25, and he was gracious enough to come out and do a story for us. And as a result of the story, we've got some traction in town for people to get involved with our cancer awareness program.
Okay, so how can they donate to this?
So right now, you can come down to the Sherborn Police Department. My officers have some stickers. In fact, it's a smaller version of the sticker that's up on the whiteboard there. And for a $6 donation, you'll get a sticker that you can apply to your vehicle, and all the donations, or I should say all the proceeds, go to Dana-Farber and the Jimmy Fund.
Okay, and so what inspired you to start this?
So very recently, my sister-in-law, Linda, who's a Sherborn resident, was diagnosed with breast cancer. Right before the holidays, right before Christmas, actually, she found out that she had breast cancer. So that obviously was upsetting and concerning for my family. In addition to that, my mother had been going through some cancer treatment for the past year. She had aggressive B-cell lymphoma, and knock on wood, she's cancer-free as we speak. And I too had 2 bouts with colorectal cancer. So to say that we've had some experience with cancer in my family is a gross understatement.
Well, I think that it affects a lot of people as well. Everyone knows someone who has been affected by this horrible illness.
Absolutely.
What's kind of your fundraising goals for this program?
So our goal right now is to sell these stickers as quick as we can and donate all the proceeds to the Jimmy Fund. So far, I actually just looked at the stack of the stickers this afternoon before you folks showed up, and I'd say we've sold about 3/4 of them. If and when, I'm sure we'll get them all sold. We'll make a donation to the Jimmy Fund, and I'm hoping that we can continue to do that and continue with this effort moving forward.
Okay, and then what's kind of the time frame that you're thinking with this program?
It's open. In fact, I've actually sent this idea off to my peers at the Massachusetts Police Association, and slowly but surely some of the departments across the state have been jumping on board. When I say jumping on board, they've been taking these stickers and putting them on their cruises in their towns and cities. So the goal is just to, again, get the message out there that, I've been there in particular, and I know that there's hope. I know that there's treatment. You a lot of times people hear the word cancer and they immediately think, oh boy, that's the end of my life, and it's really not the case. There's incredible treatment, particularly in our area of the country. I would say that without question we have the best hospitals in the world, and I particularly have a relationship with Mass General Hospital, and the folks there, my oncology group, couldn't be more professional and couldn't be more at the top of their game. So knock on wood for me, I've had great results. I'm cancer-free today. I hope to be cancer-free for many, many years to come. So.
Well, I think everyone feels that way. And then also I think we should talk a little bit about the Sherborn Police Department and sort of how people can just generally get in touch with you about concerns that they may have or ideas they might have for the department.
Sure. As we discussed a little earlier, we're going to hopefully roll out, I hope, within the next month or so, the idea of having a Sherborn Police news program. And we have two committees in town that I sit on. One is the Traffic Safety Committee and one is the Public Safety Committee. And we've had residents in the past share some genuine concern that they're not able to attend some of these meetings, and people have, some questions and concerns. And because we meet when we do, some people have childcare issues, some people have to go to work, and clearly they can't get to every single meeting. So I think the idea would be to offer residents the opportunity to share their questions and concerns via email. Most likely through Officer Jimmy Graziano or Officer Kelly Bush on my police department, who are basically our crime prevention liaisons to the community, and have residents share questions or concerns, bring it to you folks. We obviously will make sure that the residents' names are anonymous. We don't want to embarrass anybody. And I will say this for the viewing public, that there is no stupid question. And hopefully use you folks as the vehicle to get the questions answered.
Okay, and then do you have any sort of general safety tips for our viewers as March starts up and we still have a foot and a half of snow on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, general safety tips, obviously, make certain that your driveways are clear and your sidewalks are clear, and without question, just pay attention to the younger students that are waiting for the bus. Make sure that they're getting on the bus at a safe location. Obviously, if there are any concerns from residents where there's people can't see when they're entering an intersection because the snowbank might be too high, please give us a call. We have a good relationship with our CM&D folks, and we'll make certain that we have those intersections cleared so you can see well. So I would say that for this time of the year, we're supposed to be talking about springtime, but obviously we're getting slammed with snow. So
yeah. Well, hopefully the snow is behind us.
Yeah.
And thanks so much for initiating this program with the decals. Mm-hmm. People can just come here, purchase a decal, and the proceeds will be going to charity.
Absolutely.
And thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you, and thank you, and I truly appreciate the opportunity to have a working relationship moving forward.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
My thanks to Chief Thompson, and as mentioned, we are going to be starting a program looking into safety concerns for Sherborn residents and really residents of the entire state and the entire country, potentially. If you have any questions that you would like asked on the show, we have email addresses for Officers Graziano and Officer Kelly that you can contact them, and we will be starting that program probably beginning of next May. So now let's take a look at my interview with Jen Ziskin, the owner of Heritage of Sherborn, about the art exhibition that she has ongoing at her restaurant. I'm here now with Jen Ziskin of Heritage, and we're here to discuss a series of events that we have upcoming. So why don't you talk a little bit about that?
We are really excited. I've been wanting to have paintings on the walls at Heritage for a really long time, since we opened actually almost 4 years ago. And now we're going to be featuring one artist for 3 months at a time. And they will have their art on the walls, and we're also doing an art opening to introduce the artist to the community as well. And all of the artists are local artists, so it's going to be really nice, really great connection to the community as well.
All right. And so who are some of the artists that you have participating in this?
The first artist is Carol Keith, and she mostly portrays artwork based on Nantucket scenes, which is exciting for our community here because a lot of Sherbornites have houses in Nantucket. So I think they'll really appreciate the landscape art that she's done. So in September, we have Nancy Shaad is going to be portraying the artwork of her late husband, Carl. And what's really exciting about this artist is he actually had his first art show at the Sherborn Inn. So I think part of when my husband and I were naming Heritage is we love to preserve the heritage of the Sherborn Inn as well. And I think this is a really nice connection to the community too. He makes or has made amazing landscape art. He has a lot of portraits of Tuscany. So it's really going to be incredible, really beautiful work.
So how did you go about selecting which artists would be participating in this?
So selecting the artwork was really challenging. I do not have a background in art. I do know what I like and what I enjoy, but I have to admit I loved everything that the artists showed me. So I really was not very discriminate at all. I actually have some photographers who are also going to have their work up as well this summer. But I just basically put a notice out on Nextdoor Sherborn. It's the local community announcement board, and received tons of responses. And then they brought a sample of their artwork in and took a look at it, thought, everything, like I said, I really enjoyed seeing everything. Everything was quite different and felt like it would be a nice addition to the walls at Heritage.
So roughly how many pieces from each artist are you going to feature?
I would say they'll have probably anywhere between 14 and 20 pieces of art. Some are, if they are smaller pieces and they're putting them up kind of in like a four portion, like even above this mantle, we'll either have one large portrait, one large painting or four smaller paintings. So it'll just depend. All of the artwork will be available for sale as well once the show is over.
All right, and you're kicking this off with each time a new artist comes in, you're kicking this off with an event. You could talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Yes, so this coming Tuesday, so Tuesday night will be our first art show and art opening. And so we've invited the community. Anyone is welcome from 6 to 7:30. We'll have cheese and crackers out and then a cash bar. And then anyone in the community can meet the artist and see the artwork. The artist will be hanging the art usually Monday and during the day Tuesday as well. And then the artwork will be up for about 3 months.
All right. And then what other events are you going to do? Are you going to have other events going on here as well during that period that would also give people an opportunity to see the art? Want to talk about that?
Definitely. We do lots of events, and we actually have a lot of events in the main dining room where a lot of the art will be featured. We have next Thursday, we have a Marche wine dinner. We have an actual producer from Italy coming and portraying all of her wines, all 100% organic. So that'll be a great opportunity to see the artwork. And then we also have a Spanish dinner with Olay Imports coming up, I believe in April. And then in May, we also have Domaine Gessium is coming, and it's a Burgundian wine dinner. So lots of wine dinners. Also, we have showers, weddings, birthday parties, all kinds of events that are going on at Heritage. So all of the guests will be able to enjoy all of the artwork as well.
All right, and then if someone sees a piece that they like, would they contact you or contact the artist? How would they go about making that purchase?
So each artist is going to put together a binder with all of the pictures and with the pricing, and then they'll have direct contact information available. We'll pass that on to, have a business card or pass on the contact information. So they'll contact the artist directly. And then they can purchase it at any time. We would like to have all of the art up for the entirety of the show, so then they can pick up their piece at the end of the show.
And then I guess if people want to, again, contact with you or any of the artists, do you have that information that you can disseminate to everyone?
Absolutely. Yes, so they can feel free to call me at Heritage at, do you want me to give the, okay, 508-655-9521. They can also email me at jen@heritageofsherborn.com. So either of those ways are a great way to get in touch with me. And, just if they're interested in portraying art, we are looking, I actually am now booking already in 2020 for new artists. So it should be fun.
All right, so the plan is to keep this going even after the ones that you've already booked go. So, and I guess maybe talk a little bit about what other things, what's on the menu at Heritage. What can people expect when they come here just to dine regularly?
Yes, so we have a gastropub menu, but we have a lot of I feel like it's not sort of fine dining in a gastropub at times, or you can enjoy the main dining room Wednesday through Saturday as well. Our menu is really varied. We have items, people love our hamburger and our pizzas, to our flat iron steak. They love the fish and chips, also swordfish. So we really have a wide variety of items throughout the menu. We also do Italian night. We have an Italian restaurant in Brookline, La Mora, that's been open 15 years. So on Wednesday nights, we do a more American-style Italian, and we turn the main dining room into an Italian venue, basically. And we have red and green tablecloths, little Chianti bottles on the table, and they enjoy an Italian menu, an American Italian menu. But we feature La Mora's famous bolognese.
All right. Well, that all sounds delicious. And is there anything else you'd like to add, or just tell everyone to come down, right?
Absolutely. I do also want to add we have a coffee, wine, and provision shop right on the property. So we open every morning for coffee, and then it turns into a wine shop in the evening, and craft cocktails or craft spirits and craft beer. And we do tastings over there every Friday night and Saturday day as well. So you can taste through different wines. My wine and beverage director kind of talks you through all of the wines. We also do wine classes. Bernie and myself conduct wine classes. I'm doing one on Portugal with Dover Sherborn Adult Ed coming up this spring. So definitely look for that as well.
All right. Well, thanks so much for talking to me, and I hope everyone gets a chance to check out the artwork at Heritage. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. My thanks to Jen Ziskin and everyone at the Heritage. Hopefully you get a chance to check out the art at the restaurant. It will be there rotating out seasonally, and this looks like a really good program. So if you have any questions about the safety program, once again, here are the email addresses for Officer Graziano and Officer Kelly. My thanks to everyone at the Sherborn Police. My thanks once again to Jen Ziskin. Thank you for watching the show. Once again, I am Dan Murphy, and this has been Around the Towns.